Good morning, class. To formally start our lesson, may I request everyone to stand up and let's have our prayer. Amen. Very good, class. We have our perfect attendance today. Keep it up. Okay, class. Our lesson for today is all about the workplace safety signage on construction site. It is very important to everyone to fully aware and understand safety signage in the workplace to avoid or address any hazard, dangers, and give awareness. For this reason, it is necessary that safety signs are easily to understand. Simple graphics or words work far better than a complex instructions in allowing a person to make an immediate decision. Many are typically recognizable, such as the red circular prohibition sign, but others might need to be more specific depending on the situations. Australia has a legislation in place that started that signs are legally required to be used in any occupational environment, whether it's construction sites or office building. Complying with these laws is therefore both beneficial and essential. Now, we will talk about the workplace safety signage and construction signs, safety symbols, and their meanings in industrial constructions. The different types of safety signs used in construction sites. Number one is mandatory sign. These signs are specific to an action that must take place in a certain area of your construction site. This could have an action such as a headgear must be worn, high visibility vest must be worn, foot protections must be worn in this area, and so on. These signs usually have the white background and black text with the blue circles that depicts the mandatory actions. Number two, prohibition signs. Prohibition signs are specific to actions that are not permitted. This could be actions such as you cannot use your mobile phone, you cannot smoke in the area, you cannot smoke in this area, you cannot enter, and so on. Prohibition safety signs are usually black text on a white background and a red circles with a line through an image displaying a particular actions. Warning signs. Warning signs, also known as hazard signs, are specific to be warn people on a hazard or a potential hazard and ultimately improve safety. In Australia, most warning signs are black text on a yellow background with a triangle addressing the danger. One example of a warning signs is slippery when wet. Number 4. First safety signs. First safety signs are used to help workers and visitors find the location of fire extinguishers and other safety equipment in the event of a fire. Fire safety signs are usually white text on a red background. Emergency information signs. These signs help workers find the location of an emergency facilities and equipment. This could be facilities such as emergency exits, first aid kits, and so on. An emergency information signs usually has white text on a green background. Next is danger signs. These signs are specific to warn of hazards or potential hazards or dangerous goods that are likely to be life-threatening. Danger signs have a black text and a red oval on the top with the word danger written in white. By getting to know the key and characteristics of each type of symbols, you will be able to easily identify whether a sign is asking you to stop doing something, start doing something, take precautions, or advising you of emergency equipment for facilities. So as you have see in the graph, that is the characteristic of each type of symbols. Prohibition, red; warning, yellow; mandatory, blue; emergency, green, and so on. Now, for us to be able to know and fully aware of the signs, take a look at these pictures. Health and safety signs, prohibitions, meaning do not, or red circle with a crossbars on a white background. And then mandatory, which is color blue. Mandatory that you must do. Blue circles with white symbols and lettering. And warning, the color yellow with a triangle, meaning be aware. Yellow triangle with a black borders and lettering. Safe conditions or follow me. Green square or a rectangle with a white symbols and lettering. Fire equipment, or which is here it is. Red square or rectangle with a white symbols and lettering. So thank you and God bless. Good day, ma'am. I am Moises Digiaritinho and I choose this strategy because I know it will become useful and helpful to my students to establish equality learning and skills as well. The strategy I used for developing an emergent literacy skills was pictures and objects strategies. Pictures and objects, the concept of print. Child knows that print carries message through daily experience with printed materials. Young children delight in beginning to understand the connections between spoken and written words. They begin to follow the print as it is read aloud and start to discover that reading and writing are ways to communicate information to provide pleasure. Children develop the understanding that different forms of print, such as signs, letters, menus, storybooks, and magazines, have different functions and connections to our specialization and industrial arts. It is very important to the learners to familiarize signs and symbols in any workplace. With this, I need to use the strategy which they can learn well and known for it, the pictures and objects strategy. Familiarizing the signs and symbols help a lot to the workers for the safety in any occupational environment. Then, when we say technical vocational, the most priority to often is skilled, the most important to emphasize. So, the teaching must be understandable and easy, not a complex learning. Not merely on reading its theory or a pedagogy, but we need to integrate visual like learning, such as through image, objects, videos, and tutorial. Through that, they can learn like a concrete learning. Help them build well skilled. Like for example, if we tend to talk about the function of a certain machine, probably they can learn less. But with the video tutorial, image, or objects, help them get the full process and full learning or understanding as well. Like in sign and symbols on construction sites. If they say red color, it is a sign of prohibitions, a harmful sign, and a danger sign. So same to electrical wiring. If we see red color wire, it is positive, a dangerous wire, a live wire that cause harm. So if we are aware and know about it, you can quickly skip the dangers or harm. So it is easily to understand for them because they already build that learning. So thank you, ma'am.